Hello. Good morning to everybody. Today I want to present on the important task on these questions. Which questions are to be asked in your the coming in same exam. And today I want to select about hydrology. So let us discuss on the questions and what would be the correct answers. So actually the answers is given in your the bold letter, but you need to be discussed that is why this answer is to be correct. So the question one number is also asked, that is on permeability. So the permeability is a dash dash. There are the four options. First one is the ability of a solid to allow the fluids to pass through, process by which the plants release water vapor to the atmosphere, amount of water vapor in the air relative to the maximum amount of water vapor the air can hold, the percentage of pore space in the rock. So as the meaning of this permeability is nothing but that is the ability of the solid substance to allow the fluids to pass through it. So the amount of the water is going to be entered through the pores of the soils is nothing but the permeability. So that's why the first option is correct option. Then second option, the ability of an earthen material to transmit the water is a measure of its, the ability of an earth material to transmit the water is measure of its the permeability parameter. Then what is the term of the relative impermeable geological unit? An artesian, then an aquiclude and aquifer, none of this. So the what is the term of the relatively impermeable geological unit? That means the an artesian and aquiclude, so none of this parameter is the correct answer. Fourth question is asked on this boundary between the saturated zone and unsaturated zone is called as. So the boundary in between the saturated zone and unsaturated zone, you have the four options, and definitely the water table is represents as the boundary in between the saturated zone and the unsaturated zone. The next question, geological formation which yields only the insignificant quantity of the groundwater is called aquifer, aquifuse, aquiclude, or the aquitard. So the aquitard is a such in geological formation which yields the insignificant quantity of the groundwater. Now in these three layers, aquifer or aquifuse, aquitard, so the amount of water is going to be passed, going to be transmitted, but aquitard is such geological formation where the quantum of the water is going to be returned back in terms of the yield. So therefore, the aquitard is the correct answer. Next question is on the geological formation which may contain the water but does not contain any yield is called as the aquiclude. These are the geological formations, and you understand all the definitions of these geological formations. Then which of the following geological formation contains and readily yields water to our tube wells, that is now the aquifer. Next question is on the which of the following geological information does not contain any amount of the groundwater. So that is nothing but the aquifuge. So the aquifuge is a such geological formation where it doesn't have the groundwater. Then water wells excavated through the confined aquifer. Water wells are excavated through the confined, I am telling you the confined aquifer. So these wells are nothing but the artesian wells, please remember. Then in case of the flowing well, the piezometric surface, you know the flowing well, where the groundwater table is going to be enhanced and the amount of water is flourish on the ground surface. It is flooded on the ground surface. So the such wells are to be called as, or such well is nothing but the flowing well. So the piezometric surface is always lies above the ground level. Then 11 question, that is the line joining the static water level in several wells excavated through a confined aquifer is called as a, is known as the piezometric surface. And the next question is on this permeability. permeability of an aquifer, that is now given in terms of the meter per day, will increase. So what is the meaning of the permeability of an aquifer? Which will increase with an increase in temperature of water flowing through the aquifer. Now the coming to the next question, question number 13, that is the discharge per unit drawdown. The discharge per unit drawdown at a well is known as the specific capacity. Please remember. So discharge per unit drawdown is nothing but the specific capacity. Then unit for the specific capacity is nothing but, that is now per unit withdrawn drawdown is nothing but the unit for the specific capacity is the meter square per second. Please remember. Then specific yield for an unconfined aquifer is always less than the porosity. So don't, please understand this. Specific yield for an unconfined aquifer, that is very much important part. Unconfined aquifer is less than the porosity. Next question is on the purged aquifer is found within the unconfined aquifer is the correct answer. There are the four options, but you make the confusions. So don't make the confusions. Remember, the purged aquifer is found within the unconfined aquifer. Next question, an aquifer which is confined at its bottom but not at the top. An aquifer which is confined at its bottom but not at the top is called the unconfined aquifer. Then performance of a whale. Understand, the question is asked on performance of a whale is measured by its specific capacity, not for the specific yield. Then yield of whale mostly depends upon yield of a whale mostly depends upon the permeability of the soil, not depend on the other parameters. Please remember. The next question, which of the following is suitable when a deep drilling access to the bottom only? Correct answer is the cavity type tube well. Then which drilling method is unsuitable in loose formation such as the unconsolidated sand, that is the example, or gravel or the quicksand. So the such type of the method is called as the percussion drilling. Where drilling methods are there, but the entire method is for the underground formation made of the gravel, sand, and clay deposit is nothing but the wash boring method. Then which aquifer is called water table aquifer? Please remember, which aquifer is called the water table aquifer? Answer, correct answer is unconfined aquifer. The radius of the influence, yes, that is for the whale, artesian whales. So the radius of the influence
सर तुमचा माईक बंद आहे सर.
Okay, whether I am audible? येतोय का
येस
आवाज
सर.
आता?
हो सर.
Okay, then next question. A soil strata may consist of soil zone, intermediate zone, and the capillary zone. So the correct statements, you remember all the statements. Gravity meter is harmful to the crops. Hygroscopic water remains attached. So all these are the wrong statements, but the statement is correct. Capillary moisture held in the soil pore against the gravity by surface tension is utilized by plants. Is the correct statement. Then top of the capillary zone is always lies above the water table at every point. Is the correct statement. Then surface obtained by joining the static water level in several wells penetrating a confined aquifer represented the piezometric surface of the aquifer. A well through which the water is added to an aquifer is called the recharge well. Please remember all the statements. And Darcy's laws is directly, that is the discharge is directly proportional to the head loss and area flow and inversely proportional to the length of the path. That means the V or the Q is equal to, Q is directly proportional to the IE. So the approximate average permeability of the clay, please remember this, 0.04 meters per day. And if gamma W is the radius of the well pipe, R is the radius of the influence, H is the thickness of confined aquifer, ratio of the discharge of a well sunk up to the top of the aquifer to the discharge of the well fully penetrated. So please remember this equation, 2 point which represented as 2.3 gamma W by H log of 10 by the capital R by the small rw. Then bored tube wells in a rocky consolidated formation as are encountered in South Indian state of our country are usually drilled by the down the hole hammer DTH rig. Then incrustation of the tube well pipes may lead to reduce the discharge from the tube well. Then deep tube well in soft alloy well can be base drilled by the rotary drilling rig. Deep tube well in hard boulder alum can be base drilled by the percussion drilling rigs. And runoff of a drainage basin is nothing but precipitation minus the groundwater accretion minus the initial recharge. You studied in the infiltration method. And the type of the pumps used in the tube wells are the submersible pumps, centrifugal pumps, turbine pumps. All the answers are correct. All of the above is the correct options. And in an underground profile, the zone of aeration does not include the groundwater, of course. And groundwater is found to occur in the geological formation, which may be that is the porous as well as the permeable. Then the property of the geological formation which represents its water storage capacity is called the porosity. And zone of the aeration in a ground profile consists of capillary fringe, soil water zone as well as the intermediate zone. The zone of the aeration in ground profile does not include the saturation zone, that is reverse to that groundwater. And the relation between transmissivity and the permeability and the key parameter for an aquifer, if the depth D is nothing but T is equal to K into D. Already you are knowing this. So the considering this, or you know, go to the next question, derivation of the Thiem's formula. So the Q is equal to 2 pi T S1 minus S2 by 2.3 log to the base 10 R2 by R1 is based on these following assumptions. All the assumptions are correct. So the option is all of the above. The geological formation which contains and readily yields water to the tubule is an the aquifer. Then capillary fringe is also called as suspended water, wedge water, as well as the gravity water. So all of the above is the perfect option. Then field capacity of a ground aquifer call equals the 100 specific yield, equals the 100 specific yield is the correct answer. Then water wells excavated through the unconfined aquifer are known as gravity well, water table well, non-artesian well. All the answers are correct. Then water wells excavated through the confined aquifer, you have to utilize the artesian well as well as a pressure well. Then specific capacity of a confined well under the equilibrium conditions and within the working limit of the drawdown is decreases as the drawdown is increased, that is reverse condition. So the most widely used type of the deep state tube well in India is the strainer type of the tube well is always preferred. And if the piezometric surface along an unconfined aquifer declines to a level below the top of the aquifer, then the aquifer at this point is called as an unconfined aquifer. So please remember all these statements and understand it. And the volume of water, that is in cubic meter, that can be extracted from a unit volume of the aquifer material, that is 1 cubic meter under the force of gravity, is called specific yield. See, the volume of water is cubic meter and the volume of unit volume of aquifer material is 1 cubic meter. Then quantum of water contained in the soil pores cannot be extracted by the gravity drainage is called the pellicular water. And the storage coefficient divided by the aquifer depth is known as specific storage. Is known as specific storage. Then the water level in an unconfined well does not undergo any change with the change in the atmospheric pressures. So all of these options is the correct options. And specific capacity of a well is nothing but decreases with the time after the start of the pumping is the correct answer. Then water level in a confined well increases with increase in the atmospheric pressure. Then clogging of a well screens and consequent reduction in a pump efficiency is indicated by high value of the well loss. So this is the mathematical expression. You can be able to solve this problem and you will be getting these answers. Calculate the specific capacity. You remember the equation for the specific capacity and you be find out the answers. So those statistical questions shall be asked in your MCQ. So better to understand the formulas and you will be getting the answer within one step. Remember all the formulas. So dash wells are horizontally or inclined driven wells in aquifer of small thickness to increase the yield is called the radial wells. Then in this method, auger are used to driving the wells, that is for the boring method. And in this well point method is driven in ground by drop upper, that is called the driven well method. Then method of the drill bit is continuously rotated to the drill hole. Mixture of the clay and water is pumped during drilling to ease the drilling. This method is called as the hydraulic rotary method. Now water is pumped from the drill bit for cutting the rocks is nothing but the reverse rotary method is called the reverse rotary method. And the water which can be utilized by the crop from the soil is called capillary water, as you know this answer. Then water present in artificial aquifer is usually at subsurface atmospheric pressure, at atmospheric pressure, at 0.5 times the atmospheric pressure. So above the atmospheric pressure is the correct answer. And if D is the depth of aquifer, then equation for the transmissivity is defined as this parameter, that is T is equal to K into the D. And region of the soil strata above the water table exists in capillary zone, intermediate zone as well as in soil zone. So percussion drilling is unsuitable in the consolidated rock. Then pick up the correct statement, that is the strainer type tube wells, that is the well area of the flow depends mostly upon the length of the strainer pipe. So these are the examples, and remember this equation for the discharge. So determining the yield of a gravity well by pumping, the depth of the water table in two tube wells are given as R1, R2, and the S1 and the S2 is the stoichivity is given, and assuming the coefficient of transmission at that time, you can utilize this equation for the discharge. And you remember this equation, Q is equal to 2 pi T into S1 minus S2 by 2.3 log to the base 10 R2 by R1. And for the permeability of an aquifer as per the theme, that means this equation you remember, K is equal to 2.3 Q log 10 R2 by R1 by 2 pi T S1 minus S2. Then groundwater from this artesian well, so all the parameters are correct. And incorrect statement, that is shallow wells are always of less depth. This is the wrong answer, wrong options. And correct statement, all the statements are correct. Water level in steel well represents the groundwater table, correct. Difference between the water table and the water level in well after pumping is called depression head. Surface of the water table surrounding a well during the pumping forms a cone of depression. Strainer type of the tube well is unsuitable for the fine sandy strata. So this is the way to remember all these options as well as these MCQs, and you can be able to understand this